Guys, welcome to another installment Into the West. We're going to be talking about how we keep up with all these Targaryens. We're talking about, of course, Hot D action. Episode 5 of the first season of House of the Dragon. I've got my resident maesters here. The hot dog Paul of Hot Doggeria.
Hot Doggy Doggerton? Hot Doggerton.
Hot Doggeria.
I've got
That's what hot dogs give you if you're not careful.
Right?
I got Uncle Nephew Shane from the Thirstlins.
Hi, everybody.
And Brother Marcus is here.
Hi.
He's angry, ready to slap a dragon. Guys, let's get right into it. This episode is called We Light the Way. We're hoping to shed a little bit of light on this episode. This is the last episode that we see. I think her name is Emily Carey, playing the young version of Alicent Hightower. Both actresses in the young and the older roles do phenomenal jobs in this show.
I noticed them less than I noticed the Rhaenyra change.
Both actresses look very much alike, and they're only like 4 years apart.
Yeah,
I think in real life.
Yeah, they did an excellent job.
Whereas the one who plays Rhaenyra is like considerably older than Millie.
Is she?
I feel like she
I think
looks
you're right.
Is she? Yeah.
I'll investigate.
Yeah.
Please investigate.
So we kind of start with like a hunting accident / murder with Daemon taking out his wife, Rhea Royce. Not to be confused with Royce 5'9".
Sorry, that's what I thought you were talking about.
That's what you thought. I was confused.
She,
and then he's kind of accused of maybe some sneaky goings on.
Yeah.
Like, was it really an accident?
Yeah, because he is a nut, by the way.
He's just telling people like she fell.
Put his hands behind his back and
I don't know how she fell.
whistling. Right. You saw it, didn't you? Did everybody see it?
Right.
Fell.
Oh yeah, it was just her and I.
I mean, but I tell you, like she was, they couldn't. She was very upset. They couldn't consummate the marriage because crazy Daemon couldn't exactly, get the dragon's fire lit.
The tail wasn't too pointy.
No, not at all.
Couldn't get his dragon up to Hightower. If you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a lot of different.
Poor dude.
There's a lot of different relationship dynamics throughout this thing.
Yeah.
Laenor has the secret affair. His lover, Joffrey. I forgot what his name was. Featherbottom. What was his name? Lawnmouth.
Lawnmouth.
Not Featherbottom. Rhaenyra is she's being kind of proposed to by Criston Cole. Like, let's get out of here. Let's go to Essos.
Yeah, let's fly away. Like, what is he, crazy?
He's like, let's just move. It's kind of like the equivalent of like, let's go to the Philippines. Let's get out of here.
Get out of here.
Let's just bounce. And she's like, what are you talking about?
Like,
I could be a wife and sell like oils and whatever. Like, get out of here.
Yeah, and it really does show you this episode specifically with that harebrained idea where he's coming from, which is he is a nut. Everybody's a
and
nut,
he's showing
but he
it
really
now,
is a
like
nut.
even more so.
Yeah,
like,
he's absolutely insane. Criston Cole. What is his deal, Paul?
I think he's a pretty interesting character.
No, he's not. Yeah, he is.
But before we move on,
go ahead.
they're about the same age difference, the actors, but
Emma Darcy and Emilia Clarke.
Yeah, they're about 8 years apart. The other two are about 8 years apart. But Emma Darcy is older than the woman is who plays the older Alicent, and I think that's why maybe she looks a little bit older.
All right.
But
They've
anyways,
both been through it, man.
Yeah.
back to, and I think part of that is, again, I said this last video we did, the aunt. She looks so much like Rhaenyra that sometimes I, like, if I'm half watching it on my phone or something, I'm like, oh, this is Rhaenyra in this scene. And I'm like,
It's not.
Wait, no, it's not.
Yeah.
Especially
The queen who never was.
Especially
Rhaenys.
the older version of Rhaenyra looks like, if I'm like squinting, they're like the same person.
They did a really good job with that too. Like they look like they are related.
Mm-hmm.
Like they did a great job. Look, with that.
Almost that it's creepy.
To your Criston Cole question,
Just a scotch.
so
Go ahead.
I kind of like he feels like he's being attempted to be blackmailed in this episode, and he already feels like he's done himself and the king wrong. And when it's implied that he should again lie or be blackmailed, he flies off the handle and kills that dude in the middle of the party, and everyone's like,
Featherbottom.
Yeah,
whoa,
yeah.
what?
Leslie Featherbottom.
Why did you just punch that dude's face into the ground?
Literally, why did you cave his head?
Why
in
did you
there?
cave his head in? But it was like, for him, I understood why he like flew off the handle like that, because he again wanted to be, or felt like he should be, with Rhaenyra, even with all the other crap she's got going on with like Strong and Daemon and him. And I thought on the first watch through the season, I thought the kids were gonna be his, but they end up being Harwin Strong. And that threw me off on a first watch, especially because of the little relationship he has with Rhaenyra and where it goes in this episode. And that's why I think he's so compelling, because there's just so many strange things happening to him.
And Alicent's getting him to admit to something that he may know, and he's actually confessing something he did.
And he's like, kill me. Like,
yeah. And he's like, oh, I should die.
I should die, kill me.
Yeah.
And then he gets this dude like, well, we can, be deceitful again, and
we
blah,
can
blah,
be
blah.
in the secret lovers club.
And he's like, how about I just kill you instead?
Yeah, let's
And he does.
But he tried to, listen, Joffrey Featherbottom, he picked the wrong guy to try to do,
didn't know.
so we get a handshake, we'll get t-shirts, everything. Like we're keeping secrets. I'll keep my secret. I'll keep your secret. You keep my secret.
Yeah. He's like, I'll keep your secret. You can keep mine too.
Cole's like, man, your secret's gonna die with you.
I got your secret.
Good way to get you to keep my.
And then he proceeded to cave his head in.
Yes.
It's almost like you can only keep so many secrets before everyone knows them.
Yes.
Then it becomes like the loudest secret in the room that everybody knows that nobody knows.
Well, it's added pressure though from this episode, Marcus.
It's like when Chandler and Monica start dating, and it's the secret that everybody knows.
Pretty much the same thing.
Is Cole then Ross? Like he's
I guess if they were in the Game of Thrones and it was Monica, maybe. That was a great accidental little combination you did there.
But the whole reason why this is all coming to a head is because Rhaenyra and I'm trying to think of his name, Laenor are getting married.
Yeah.
Right. They're because it's weird to marry your sister and it's weird to marry your uncle, but you can marry your cousin.
Less weird.
That's less weird.
No big deal.
I mean, objectively,
no biggie.
very weird, but less weird.
And she tells Laenor, like, they kind of make an agreement, like, I know that you like boys. You're going to continue to.
And you know that I like family members.
And I like other dudes that aren't you. And I'm going to continue to do my thing, and you can continue to do your thing.
Do your thing.
And that's okay until, of course, Featherbottom just
and then all that's done.
Yeah, and then it's all flies out the window. And then the other thing, too, with Alicent, is that she wears her Shrek green gown. She's coming down, right?
She is,
and that is
Fiona.
That's kind of like
Fiona Green.
There's a message in there is that it's kind of like a call to action. She's saying, "Mount up." she's telling all these guys, all right, get it together. And I think like her uncle or whatever is attending the wedding, and he's like, all right, yeah, we're with you. Attack,
absolutely.
Let's go.
That
like
dress
starting to get
everything.
worked up, and it's starting to create more of a division between her and Rhaenyra, because Rhaenyra already doesn't. I mean, she already doesn't trust Rhaenyra because she knows that she's lied to her. And now she's basically saying, no, I'm identifying as my house, my family, my husband is, playing with Legos and he's falling asleep and falling apart, literally.
Yeah.
And,
literally, he's falling apart at this point in
she's
this
like,
episode.
I'm taking control.
And he's also kind of playing with Legos.
It's getting scary. It's getting scary as far as he's concerned at this point because he is falling he's
quite
falling
literally
apart,
falling
man.
apart.
I think
There's
they go
stuff
on the
falling off his
boat.
body,
This is the episode
yeah.
they go on the boat or whatever, I think. And because Cole is talking to Rhaenyra and Viserys is there. It's like you're wondering if the boat's just gonna dip or he's gonna fly off. Whoa.
The weird hyperbolic comparison between Viserys and Joe Biden is actually kind of terrifying.
It is.
But I'm not taking a side. I'm just saying.
Clearly.
I made a Caitlyn Jenner reference as well.
This is gonna make Shane happy. Trump is an idiot too. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
He's
just not melting.
a lying idiot.
Yes, sure. But so there was a comment made by the guy who I'm moving on from that.
It's okay.
There was a comment made by the guy who plays Allison's dad.
Go on.
And he they asked him in relationship to the new season coming out, but still even goes back to this. They were like, so it was some interviewer. They're like, are you team blue or not blue? Are you team black or are you team green? And he was like, they're all crazy people who sleep with their family members and murder and steal to get ahead. You should be rooting for all of them to die.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And then everyone was like, oh, maybe
You know what?
maybe Rhaenyra's not the good guy. Maybe Allison's not the good guy. Maybe they all suck, and that's the point of the show.
Yeah,
just
taking a bird's eye
That's
view.
been the point of both.
You're just taking a bird's eye view, and you're just watching everything just to see how it all unfolds.
Right.
The Kardashians.
This is the point.
Hence the name of this video.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
Exactly.
I mean, I guess there is shades of good and bad somewhere in there.
I guess
Somewhere?
Criston, before he smashes that dude's head in like a pumpkin.
I don't know about that either.
Who do you think the most morally upstanding character is in the show
maybe
to
Viserys.
this point?
Well,
maybe Viserys.
One of the kids.
I know.
I mean, for now,
For now,
by episode
probably
5,
Viserys.
Give it a couple of weeks.
that
That's
changes
what I was
very quickly by
That's
like
true.
episode 6 or 7.
Yeah, the innocence. They got the innocence card right now.
Yeah,
for the most
it's
part.
only a
Yeah.
matter of time.
I don't know, man.
They're corrupted.
Until what do the kids end up doing? Cutting one of the other kids' eyes out,
Yeah.
stealing a
Yep.
dragon, and eating the other kid and his dragon.
Sure.
Chomp.
The kids lose that innocence very quickly. Very quickly.
Oh my god.
But I guess Viserys, yeah.
And the crazy part about all of it is they are so close to each other
well, there's a
that it's hard to it's hard to take sides when they're that close of a family. They really are a family.
Well, they're trying to
each
pitch it
other.
now. I mean, if you're watching the current season, that Rhaenyra's son is trying to is talking to his other cousin.
oh no, yeah.
And they're like going like they're shooting like crossbows or whatever together, and they're kind of like flirty, and you're like, oh, that's kind of cute. I was like, oh no, they're related too.
Yeah.
I was like,
There you go.
I was like, oh, that's sweet. I'm like, oh, wait a minute.
No, it's
Right.
not.
That's not.
I'm like, oh, they're like second cousins.
That's kind of
Like,
freaky.
It's
It's kind of freaky. It's kind of freaky.
Doing cousins math to
I don't
see,
know about all that.
is this
Right.
allowed to be
You're trying to do cousins
cute?
math, yeah.
No, it's not.
It's getting kind of freaky.
That's a great way to put it. Mhm.
Yeah, it's kind of freaky.
Everything is freaky in this show. They're all freaks.
So, Paul, this was the point, I think, when you were originally watching the show, like episode 4 or 5, when you originally watched through, where you're kind of like, right?
This is around the time I started. I think I really fell off around episode. I think the next episode is where I kind of fell off and had to like come back. Like I again am rewatching it before I get into the second season, and I'm on episode 10. I rewatched episode 7, and because that's where I stopped, and I watched episode 8, 9, and 10. So I've watched, and I will rewatch all of them for this. But I mean, it was never for lack of quality.
Sure.
It's just sometimes it's the show is a lot. It's like, all right, kind of what we're talking about. Sometimes you need a break from reality TV, and this is kind of the way I feel about it. It's like these guys all really stink,
Right.
and some of them literally, but they're all fun to watch. It's just, and the episodes. Yeah, I'll tell you what.
It's kind of like The Boys. The Boys is kind of like that.
I'll tell you what.
You just need a break.
I'll tell you
Everyone
what.
is just terrible.
Most of these episodes are like an hour and 5 minutes long.
All right.
That's a lot for Mr. Paul.
A show of this kind, that is a lot for Mr. Paul.
It's a lot. Like one of my favorite television shows is True Detective season 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and the episodes are like 50 minutes to an hour long, but there's 8 of them, and they're all not an hour and 5 minutes long. And sometimes it's like where there's just so much going on. So it takes me a little longer to get through stuff like that.
I think season 2 of House of Dragon is only like 8 or 9 episodes. It is shorter. I don't know.
First season was 10.
Was 10, yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess going back, I think maybe Alicent was probably the most innocent of, but her father pushed her into this horrible.
Oh, Otto
Hightower pushed her into all of this. Like,
I guess by this point in the show,
that's corruption right there. It's finest.
Yeah.
By this point in the show, I'll agree with you, Alicent.
You know what I mean?
There's some things that happen very soon that change my opinion. Or like when she tries to kill Rhaenyra, but
sure,
yeah, not completely
upset.
without reason.
That's what I'm saying. She was upset,
but again,
I was trying to figure out this dynamic in my head that it was looked down upon that Daemon was courting Rhaenyra. I'm not trying to make sense of like this incestuous family, but
sure, go ahead.
Daemon was being kind of shunned for courting Rhaenyra. But isn't Laena also his niece that he ends up marrying? Isn't she technically also his niece or second cousin?
We talked about it earlier. Like cousin
is okay.
Not as bad. No, not okay. It's just not as bad as
sister.
It didn't even matter
as niece.
Whatever it is, strengthens your house. All you got to do is strengthen your house. It doesn't matter how much incest. It doesn't even matter.
By hook or crook.
By hook or by crook.
I mean, they wanted Rhaenyra to marry Aegon when he was like 10 months old.
That's true.
Yeah.
So
just marry her brother. So he's like, maybe.
Oh, man.
It's like, no, I want her to be happy.
Marcus.
Yeah, it does.
It does make you woozy. What you think about it? You go, these people are.
Yeah.
But it's no big deal to them.
No.
Right.
But it is a lot for my millennial brain, which is watching 30-second TikToks instead of hour-long episodes. I don't have the attention span for it. Yeah.
The length of these shows.
I get 25 minutes in and pause to go to the bathroom. Like, there's still 35 minutes. Jesus.
But the next episode is one of my favorite episodes.
Sure.
The Princess and the Queen.
Mm-hmm.
And we get to see a big shift in their dynamic as far as their friendship. Like they grew up kind of like sisters, and now they are
estranged.
It's becoming a little tense.
A little tense.
A little tense. We're looking forward. I'm looking forward to seeing that, and looking forward to talking about it with you guys.
The next episode is the one with the dragon chomp, right?
Is that the next one? Is dragon chomp?
Is that 8?
That's later. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. That's 8.
It's a preview later.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Dragon Chomp.
Next week, The Princess and the Queen.
That would be my favorite episode.
I'm excited for
Dragon
it.
Chomp?
Yeah.
The episode's called Dragon Chomp.
Dragon Chomp.
Dragon
Can we
Chomp.
call it that when we get that out of
Sure
episode?
you can.
Yeah.
Okay. Episode 8, Dragon Chomp.
This one was called Feather Bottom's Secret Club.
I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but I think that's probably my favorite moment in the whole first season. When the kid steals the dragon and like goes a little overboard on taking out the other kid and his dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
Terrifying. Very cool visually though.
Because right after, like, what are you doing? Oh my God.
Yeah,
it's not good.
And then they give Aemond his like signature little eye patch afterwards.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself.
No, it's okay.
I like that episode.
We'll be talking about this show every week, and episodically. We'll be breaking down each episode.
We're gonna go into season 2 when we get to it. Yeah.
Until we get to season 2, and I'm excited for it.
What did you think about this show?
Yeah, let us know down below.
Let us know down below.
I thought Shane was like asking us.
No, I'm looking in the camera.
That's
comment,
great.
If you haven't done so already, help us out.
I just told you. No, I'm just kidding.
Like, comment,
Weren't you listening?
subscribe. Tell us if you think Feather Bottom is a good nickname.
Yeah.
For Longmouth.
Longmouth.
Loudmouth?
Longmouth.
Dartmouth.
Yeah. And we'll talk to you guys next week. Have a great evening, everybody. We appreciate you taking the time to check us out. And yeah, we're gonna go eat.
Wave like this.
I'm gonna go watch some TikTok.
Bye.
I gotta get Shane some food.
House of the Dragons.